Welcome back to another walk around and test drive at Coyote Classics. I'm Dalton, that's my father Chad, and today we're checking out a 1969 Olds 442 convertible.
This thing has way more power than it sounds. This is a numbers matching 400 and it runs super hard. Air conditioning, blows ice cold, power steering, power brakes. Motor's been, we sold this car actually about 8-9 years ago to a guy out in Michigan. He had fun with it, drove it for 6, 7, 8 years. He did rebuild the engine in the last 2 years, so the motor has been completely overhauled. And once we get behind the wheel and take it down the road, it'll prove itself to you.
Awesome. Yeah, and this car is priced really right, I believe. Hard to find a 442 convertible, hard to find a numbers matching one at that with air conditioning.
I'll let you do this one, D, but the nice thing is we watched this video before we bought it back, and there's nothing that's been changed on this. I mean, the paint, body, every imperfection that was in there at that time, it hasn't got any worse.
Correct, yeah.
It's exactly the same.
But it does still have a great shine after we detailed it up. The hood lines up good. Front bumper is definitely original. It's just got some little micro scratches and stuff in it, but still has a really good shine. Headlight and bezels look good. Grill looks good.
Like you said, how about these? To have those rubbers and stuff in there still correctly. Not many of them do. There is a little crack in the grill there on both sides, one on each side. One thing he did, he rebuilt the motor. He also went ahead and put brand new radial BFGs on it. That had some Coopers on them at the time, so it's got some new BFGs. If you look up close, especially in the black, you see all the little chips and touch-ups?
Yep.
At 5-10 foot away, it looks like a show car, but you get up close, it's got some age on it.
Yeah, it's probably 20 at least year old.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The paint job's been repainted once.
30.
Yeah. It's got just a little bit of rust right here starting. All solid back underneath of it though. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, make sure you check out how solid the floors are. Very good car. Corner of the door matches up nice. Couple little chips down there in the rocker panel. We'll do our best to point out most of the chips, but it's going to have a few. But the main thing is Dalton pointed out the shine and the gold metallic. It looks great.
Yeah. Even the trunk light and stuff work on it. So is the hood light.
The car. What's that say? 60.
Sears tires from Sears from 1969. Or no, that's the make. Never mind. What year was that? Sears. They're not around anymore.
40? No,
Date installed 74. 220.
74.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. They guaranteed 40,000 miles on their tires.
I wonder if there's been that put on.
Anyway, the inside of the trunk looks great. Spackle's nice. It's got a Pioneer amplifier in it. Spares in there all mounted down properly. And just even here, you kind of look around the edges. Good combination of possible original paint here. See this? This is original paint. You can see the repaint is just a little lighter. You see that?
Hey, mileage-wise, had 52,000 and 74. It has like 66,000 now. So the tire warranty is still good.
Tire warranty's good. Call Sears if they're still around, guys.
But that's kind of cool. There's only been 16,000 miles put on it.
But that's pretty much it. They were used a lot in the first 5-6 years of transportation. Other than that, they were just for shows and cruises and weekend stuff. So
that's cool though.
So sorry about that. That's
very original car.
Yeah. As far as the back bumper goes, again, a very original bumper. Rubber there is nice. It's got a little chrome peeling right here. It's got it is a correct 442 bumper with the exhaust cutouts. Done very nicely. As far as the gap and stuff around the trunk lid is nice as well. I think they might have replaced the tail lights in this chrome here. That looks awful nice on both sides, but hard to say. Couple little chips right here. This is the kind of stuff that it's got. Couple little chips and scrapes that have been touched up. Same thing here. Original paint in the door jambs. It's, like I said, you see how that's just a little darker, D?
Yep.
Here's your corner of the door. Like I said, they started with a really nice Survivor, looks like to me.
Even the light in the back of the console works too.
And the front of the console. It's got one there too. See it?
Yep.
Front of the console, back of the console. Probably original miles.
Yeah.
It really is. As far as door panels, could they be original? Possible?
I'm guessing, because even to me, it looks like the carpet's original, maybe, if you look at the back.
It's faded, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's always hard to say, but it is the original steering wheel still. You can see right there, and it's just the keys worn over the years. A couple chips and stuff, scratches here on the dash. Dash pad is excellent.
In my mind, especially having that Sears sticker with the mileage on it from 74, it's definitely original miles, I think.
Yeah. What about the stance? I mean, these Oldsmobiles sit kind of high, like they're just ready to jump out of there and go. A lot of torque.
Yeah.
Those 400s put out a ton of torque. And I know it didn't sound like it with that dual exhaust, but wait till we get behind the wheel. This thing rolls. Got a little chip right here and touched up. Also, like I said, just a little bit of surface rust back here, and it's starting to come through. It's very minor there. Over the wheel well is great. Rocker panel, bottom of the lower fender. Door lines up nice. A few little chips right here. Back of the hood lines up excellent. Same thing. I mean, it's a good car. Here's another thing we can kind of look at as far as originality. The tops of the door panels are very, very lightly discolored a little bit. See that right there?
Yeah.
That kind of shows originality. See it?
A little fade there, yeah.
Just a little bit of fade. Not much. Also, the lights work in the door panels back there too.
That's cool.
Armrest got a couple of those spots peeling. The rest of the door panels in great shape still. Seats. Again, just a little bit of discoloration at the bottom and a little bit of discoloration on these headrests.
It's a Survivor.
It's a Survivor with a numbers matching rebuild engine.
And air.
We put a new top on it before we sold it to him. So its top's 8 years old.
Yep. That's power.
Yeah. It works good. We'll get the boot in there. Horn works. It's got a little crack here in the horn button. Look at the gauges. There's no doubt that's 66 still. Look how clean that lens and stuff is still. See it?
Yeah, it's impressive.
Gas gauge works. Tack does not work.
And we're not planning on fixing that.
Nope. Here's the AC. AC kicks in nice.
Wipers work. Somebody probably in the 80s or 90s put a little put a little Pioneer in there.
That scared me. It's got an amp in the back.
Yeah, see that in the trunk. Let's see if I can find a station here.
U.S.A. I'm loving it.
It's a 10.5-year-old golden retriever.
Yeah, that works good.
Oil pressure is at about 50 to 60. Revs up over 60. Okay. What else we got? We did the wipers already, right?
Yep, amp gauge works. We'll check the temp gauge once we get going down the road here.
Yeah. A nice convertible. It's just something you don't see every day, you know?
No, yeah, they're cool. I've always liked these 442 convertibles. I even like it more after finding that sticker. That's really neat. I didn't even notice that before somehow.
Sears.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll go through a little better here when it warms up. Jesus, Brand.
He's testing making sure there's no tire rub, I guess.
Having too much fun for on the clock. That's all I know. All right. Great idle too. As we get up here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll squawk them. That's 65.
That is quick.
80. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not a tire fryer, but this thing goes.
Oh yeah, and the suspension too just feels, like you mentioned, it kind of sits up. It feels like you're just riding a Cadillac.
Look
really
at the
comfortable.
steering. Perfectly straight. Drum brakes? I'm trying to think if they're drum brakes or not.
No power, but
They stop
think
excellent. I think
Yeah, they do stop good. And temp gauge works. That's come up.
We'll try this again because that was kind of an embarrassing effort for Chad in drive.
It's
Sorry. Turn signal indicators work. Here.
just cool car.
Sweet car. And then to have be a real 442 numbers matching with air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, air is pretty damn rare in a convertible.
Yeah.
Not many were ordered that way. Think about it. I mean, air was expensive.
Yeah,
Fucking
it was.
Radios, stereos, and air are two of the most expensive things you can get rather than a motor.
Mhm.
You know, upgrade.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's what I'm talking about. I mean, that just jumped you right ahead to like
Yeah.
50, no hands on the wheel. Ford,
That's awesome.
that's the kind of suspension this thing's
It
got.
rides nice.
Yeah,
really
like I said,
nice.
I was impressed with it when I first came in. Little disappointed on that little get-go, but it picks up speed the more you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably got, I don't know what it's got for gears, maybe like 308s or something like that, but it really picks up as you go. So.
It does. It's a good car. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. I'll put a link down in the comment section, take you right to the website with all the undercarriage and pictures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.